All right. Back with another episode of Take a Sit with me, yours truly. About to talk about the difference, similarities, and the overall meaning of love. What is love? Is love real? Is it fake? And should we consider critically, independently thinking about it? Should we consider the theory of love being outdated? Has love been, in a sense, just not? Love is not like love is such a loose term now, you know. So we're going to talk about another word that can replace love, and that is accept. What would you rather somebody do for you? What would you rather somebody have for you? A love or an acceptance of you? Or is love and acceptance the same? For me, I really don't think it's the same. And for me, I would rather be accepted for who I am than loved. Because love has become such a broad term. Everybody can love. Everybody, I love you, I love you, I love this, I love that we all love, right? But within that love, do you accept all that a person is? That's the question. So would you rather be loved or accepted? Would you rather be loved or accepted? Because I feel like it's two different things. Love is more so a feeling, attached to feeling, attached to emotion. I mean, that's what it's portrayed to be. And acceptance is more so, it's a conscious thought. It's a personality thing. It's a character thing. It's a morality thing. I mean, you can love somebody, and love can be connected to, that personality, that character, that morality. All that can exist with love, but I feel like it's more so emotion based and also like neutral. No, that's the wrong word. I would say more so like autopilot. Like love is like an autopilot type of term now. This is like you love, you love, you love. That's it. People say they love every and anything. And I'm trying to think. People don't accept any and everything. Like some things are just unacceptable to people. Like this is unacceptable. Like, they can't accept this, that, and the third. Whatever. They can't accept it. But overall, in the space of like whatever is going, like, okay, let's say, for an example, let's say you have a friend, right? You have a friend, and that friend, of course, you love that friend. But that friend has other friends that you really don't know, and they do certain things that you don't accept, right? You love the friend, but because you can't accept all that that friend is into, that might cause a divide. That might cause a chemistry disturbance within the friendship, within the flow of y'all's two's bond. because of what you don't accept, even though you love the friend. So, I mean, I'm trying to figure out, help me out. Help me out. Love or acceptance? Love or acceptance? Have you been in a situation where you love someone, but because you couldn't accept something about their situation, whatever it may be, was there like a distancing, no communication, all based on what you couldn't accept, although you loved them? That is my question. And my theory is this. Love, like the word love, right? The English language is a very, very crafty language because so many words have so many meanings. If you go into the definition of what love is in the dictionary, it's like 7, 8 different definitions. If you go into like society, TV, radio, what you see on the internet, just what society portrays love to be, there's so many interpretations, so many. And it's like that word is now used for people or is used against people. It can be beneficial, it can be non-beneficial. You can use it to, like, you can literally use love against somebody. Or like just the word itself. Like you can use, like you can place that word in the sentence and it be used against somebody. I mean, love can be sincere, it can be pure, but within the love, within the purity, do you accept who you love? All things, like all things about them. Do you accept, like do you truly accept every aspect of a person? Is love accepting? Not really, no. I think love and accepting is two different things, for real, in my opinion. I think love is more so like dealing with emotion. I don't think accepting has emotion connected to it. I think accepting has, when you accept someone, you're consciously, intellectually making a decision. Where love can just be an emotion, or love can be, like I said, more so abstract in the sense that you just say it because it's a good thing to say. At this point, and at this point, love is just said just to say it. So this is why I feel like, in my opinion, this is why a lot of people find themselves in relationships that don't work, in relationships that end up being, someone's downfall. Because of love. The LOVE word. That LOVE word has always been pushed. Whether it be, like I said, TV, radio, internet, and society, books, the LOVE, the LOVE, LOVE, LOVE. So, like, why is that, though? Why is the word, like why is love that number one word? Why is that? Why is love the number one? Like, why is certain things you gotta sit and think about? I feel like love is a word that can also make you bring down that wall, right? That wall gets broken down. You let down your guard because of that word. Because think about it. From the day you was born, your brain being developed, you know, that's all you hear. Love, 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 love. Oh, look at the bed. All throughout, love, right? Not noticing that certain things happen. See, this went over our heads. When certain things happen that people didn't accept, them same people that said they loved you, same people that said they love you because they couldn't accept a certain decision or, let's say, ideology that you had, the way you was moving, the way you was like living in a certain space. Now there's a divide, all because of what someone couldn't accept. So would you rather somebody accept you for who you are, or just love you for who you are? And loving somebody for who they are could just be the title that they have, like mother, brother, sister, etc., right? I love you because you're my brother. I love you because you're my sister. Do I accept you though? Do I accept you for who you are? That's the real question. That's the real goal in life, is accepting, is really accepting the fact that you have to find those who accept you for who you are and not loving you. Like, because people just gonna love you regardless. People gonna love you, and people love because they don't want to be. People love because they don't want to be. I'm talking about like instinct. How you say that word? Hold on. Instinctually, people love because they just want to be kind. They just want to be looked at as or perceived as, you know, a righteous person. I mean, that's cool. But at the end of the day, if they're not accepting you for who you are, then the relationship won't go too far. Whatever the situation is between the two won't go too far. Won't go too far. Won't go too far. So I just want to know. I just want to see. Am I tripping, or is it a legitimate thought? Do you want to be loved, or do you want to be accepted? I was watching something. I watched something one time where they was talking about. It was a conversation that I saw between two people. They were talking about how it was, I guess, a LGBT individual having a conversation with somebody, and what the person said was to the LGBT was like, "Yo, you know, at the end of the day, we brothers, you know, we sisters. I love you. I don't agree with what you do. I don't accept your, you know, lifestyle or whatever, but I love you." So they was going back and forth, going back and forth, about the situation. And at the end of the day, The one person kept saying, I love you, I love you, you still here. But the accepting part wasn't there. So it was that divide. It was that energy of negativity. That's just one example. So should we start saying, I accept you, in greeting and in departing? I accept you. I think I'm gonna start that. I think I'm gonna go with I accept you. Because love really hasn't worked. Love hasn't worked. I think like the conscious, from a psychological standpoint, what love is within the mind as a whole, like the mind has love as a whole. Like, it's not just like love from a blood relative perspective, or love from a, cordial or mutual relationship perspective. The mind is calculating love from all the various ways that the world has portrayed it all at once. But that one term, that I acceptance word, it's only gonna mean one thing. It's only gonna register in the mind, the conscience, one way. And that's when you see this person. When you see this person, everything is accepted. I'm not speaking on anything in terms of like disagreeing. I'm not worrying about what you do, what you don't do, who you around. Like, I'm not worried about that. Do as you will. I accept it all. Do as you will. When you start to say I love, and things get emotional, things get shaky. That foundation can collapse. I feel like love is starting to be a weak foundation for relationships and communication. Love is truly starting to lose its validity. Would you rather be loved? Would you rather be loved? And like, do you love? Do you know of someone that you love, but then you're not accepting them for who they are? Are you like someone, like, sometimes you gotta look at yourself and be like, am I guilty of? Am I? I mean, yeah, of course. Like, the people I love, and then I'm looking at, okay, and I'm not accepting everybody for like all that they are, all that they do, all that they want to be. And this is really why I even brought this theory up in my mind. It's like, but see, the reason why it really is because I'm thinking of a broader sense. Like, love is pushed all over the world, right? It's that known word that's just everywhere, right? And I'm thinking though, why? Why is it love thy neighbor? Why is it love your enemy? Why is it, love is the way, or love is law, or all these quotes and all these sayings of love, right? Like love never fails, right? All these things. But then the world is still the way it is. People still operate how they operate. Individuals still, from a self-love perspective, still deal with this and that. Because we're not accepting of all things that within the human experience. We're not accepting everything for what it is, or for what people are as individuals, and their like human experience, growing every day, trying to be better, trying to deal with this, deal with that. We're not accepting enough as a people, as a whole. Like, so that's really my thinking process on this situation, or on this on this topic. You may see someone. Wait a minute. See, there's a lot of people that. Okay, so what is accepting, right? Can you accept someone without love? Yeah, I feel like you can, because that's just like human. Like that, like accepting someone is more so an interaction and a communication. Like the situation is like, I feel like love can be like from a distance kind of thing, where accepting can be like you'll be more pulled to want to be around. Like you're more so like prone to be around the people that you accept more so than the people that you love. In my opinion. An example of that is like people have like belief systems, religions, and like group types that they're in. 9 times out of 10, the people that they accept is there. The people that they have accepted is there. Not necessarily the people that they claim that they love. So it's very, very interesting. I mean, how that works. Like, that's a very interesting thing, to where it's like you cling to those who you accept, whether it be personality, whether it be character, morality, lifestyle, how they think, how they speak, who they bring around, what they do. It's very interesting to me. And the reason why I was bringing up love from a global perspective is because I think, this is my conspiracy theory, love is a word. It's like a weaponized word. It's like a weapon used as a weapon. It's like a word used as a weapon against the masses, though. Like, it's put everywhere. TV, radio, internet. It's put everywhere because the word is such a broad word. So it's like a psychological weapon. And we've been like, it's been going over our heads. Literally like a nuclear weapon falling down. It's like, it's so easy to say. when really it might be doing damage. It possibly could be damaging a lot of people, because it's not a really a concrete word. It's more so like a word that you say. It's more of an abstract word, in my opinion. This is my opinion. So I'm really interested to see like how other people feel about this theory. When you say I accept, you pause for a little, like you gotta really think about I accept. Wait, I accept what? You really gotta really like analyze accepting somebody or accepting anything. You like analyze it first. Like, you know how like you be on the internet or whatever. Whatever you're doing, like you be like you may have to sign something or like go to the next page. They tell you to read something, and it'd be like, do you accept the terms and all that stuff? Like, accept. You really got to think about accepting stuff, because whatever, I feel like whatever you accept, you're not gonna go back on. You know, like, okay, I do not click, no, I don't accept that. I can't accept that. It's unacceptable. So it's a real, it's like a real like choice. It's like a decision. You know, it's like I feel like people sometimes don't even choose who they love. They just can emotionally or they can like be in a situation, a spiritual situation, emotionally or spiritual. That like they might be at a low point, a low point, and they need to be brought, picked up. And wait, not necessarily. Basically, what I'm saying is like, certain things happen to people where it's like, okay, because someone did this for me, I love that person. But did that person do it for you to love them? Or did that person do it because they loved you? Right? So what I'm saying is like, people do things because it's like, okay, it's the right thing to do. I mean, just because you do the right thing don't mean you necessarily love somebody. I mean, doing the right thing is not like an act of love. It's just doing the right thing. And that's what a lot of people go wrong too. A lot of people go wrong because they feel like somebody did the right thing and it was like an act of love. How can you you do the right thing and it's like, it's a stranger. Somebody that you don't know. Somebody that you don't know. You're just doing, that's just doing the right thing. Somebody that, even if you do the right thing for somebody that you do know, it's just the right thing to do. It's not necessarily like oh, I love you, so I'm doing this. So accepting comes with knowing also. And that's why people kind of like analyze accepting, because you have to know. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to know what it is that you're accepting. You have to know, you want to know. And connecting with anything, whether it be a person or whether it just be anything in life, you want to know it before you accept it. You don't necessarily have to love, like, well, this is just what people do. People don't necessarily have to know all things or know everything about a person or about a thing to love it. It's an emotional impulse, really. That's what I feel like love is. Love is like an emotional impulse. So in my opinion, try to be aware of those who love you, those who accept you, and try to be aware of those who are trying to come into your life based on love and based on acceptance. You want the people around you that accept you. Because love is like sunlight. You go outside and you're going to get it regardless. Because anybody can, it's just so broad. It's just so, nah, I'm good. At this point, I'll pass on love. I'd rather be someone who others accept. I want what I do, what I say, to be acceptable. And you can be more comfortable. Hello? Hey. Tomorrow? It's the 25th, right? Okay. Yes. Okay. So, find, evaluate the situations, evaluate the relationship that you in, and evaluate the people that's around you. Evaluate yourself. Like, do I accept me? Do I am I acceptable? Like, am I accepting myself? You gotta ask yourself that too. Like, you got to. Do I accept myself? What is it that I accept about me? I feel like I definitely, being honest, a lot of people, that's another thing. Because love is so emotional, a lot of people look in the mirror and because of society, will have a belief. Not, I wouldn't say a belief. A lot of people, because of society, will have a negative thought about themselves, whether it be because of like a body feature, and they don't love themselves because my nose, my lips, my height, my weight. No, accept yourself the way you are. This is why love is just emotion. I'm telling you. and this emotion and this abstract at the same time. Like it's such a like imaginative word that you like. It's almost like you like go outside of yourself, even though it's like a feeling. But that feeling, I feel like it's more so the body reacting to like, and you gotta know how the body works too. You gotta know how the body works. A lot of stuff that we feel is just our body reacting to like circumstances around us and energy around us. That can be very, very deceiving. So you definitely, we gotta do better. Like, I just want society to do better. I want people to do better. Choosing your words wisely. Cause I go back to the word love, and it's like, if you really think about it, through TV, through media, through the internet, love has been weaponized. At its core, I'm sure, like at its core, it was used for like a peer purpose. But it's been polluted. It's been saturated by so many things that we gotta come up with a new word. People try to put the word like people try to put unconditional in front of love so it can make it like more powerful. Love being love should just be love. Like they should need like another. People like, oh, it's real love, fake love, real acceptance, fake. You don't just fake accept something or like really accept something. No, you like accept it. It's something that you really can't. You can't never say never, but like you really, it's hard to accept something one day and not accept it the next day. When you accept something, that's who you are. Like you accept it because it's who you are. I mean, loving someone, you can love someone because of who you are, but that person can change, you can change. Like you can't control the emotional aspect of, or not even the emotional aspect, more so you can't control, the emotional aspect of it, because it can be circumstantial. When you talk about love, it can be circumstantial. Somebody did something, said something, somebody's connected to somebody you know, so you love them. A bond was created, so you love them. Positive things were said, positive things were done, so you love them. Right? They look like this, talk like that, so you love them. Things change, though. One day, a person is doing this and doing that, and the next day, they're doing this and doing that, you know? And it's like, I can't accept that. But in the space of accepting someone for who they is and what they do, you establish that from the get-go, that change is accepted because that was already established. So psychologically, the word is more so like it's a stronger foundation that you stand on. That's what I'm saying. I would rather stand on that strong foundation. of being accepted through and through. And really just, that's another thing. Like we forgot how to be, like we forgot that we just only human. Like people act like being human. We live in a society where being human is condemned and we are humans. That's the reason why I feel like love is kind of like a weapon. Being human is condemned, or being human is like when you make a mistake, you know, that type of thing. People will crucify you. But if you and basically that's really what it is. Accepting someone for who they are is really just accepting that they just human. A human with personality, a human with character, a human with moralities, a human with thoughts of their own, a human with a life of their own, you know, free will. If everybody accepted that, the world would be a better place. A way better place. Yeah, so yeah. I mean that's basically it. That's basically what's on my mind right now. I think I've covered everything. Take what you can from it. Love me or accept me. Do I love you or do I accept you? Do you want to be loved or do you want to be accepted? Just a thought. My theory is love is used as a weapon. And while love is being used as a weapon, people are blind to the fact that we are all guilty of not accepting each other through and through, and others through and through. And that's why the world is the way it is. That's why the world is the way it is. People are not allowed to be human. People are not allowed to be human. So the world is the way it is, in my opinion, for that reason, and that reason alone. Yeah, so this is a very, very, I just came from the hair salon. That lady did a very good job. A very good job. I accept her work. Yes, I accept her. And I accept all who watch this video. That's it. Saw a video about coconut water. And I tried it. I think I took like 3 sips of it. It's hard to drink. It's like got a bitter, it's like a bittersweet taste to it. It's hard to drink. It's just been sitting there for 2 days now. But anywho, I don't know if I accept that drink. I don't know if I accept the taste. I don't know. I'm still trying to like tell my mind to accept it. I'm still analyzing the situation. Do I accept this drink or not? I don't know. But yeah, that's all. That's it.